have some.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yes Have Some podcast. My name is Craig Goldberg. I don't want to spoil the surprise party, but this is officially our 10-year anniversary. Now, I can't call this the 10-year anniversary extravaganza episode. I think later in the year, we'll probably have some more formal event, gathering of the Juggalos, but for YHS listeners. Maybe we can all be Juggalos. I don't know. It's year 10.
Wait,
who knows what's gonna happen?
Wait. Should we just go to the gathering of the Juggalos this year?
We co-opt it as our event.
Yeah.
I want to have a Juggalo-themed party that we invite other podcasts to celebrate our 10-year anniversary.
But everybody's dressed like
Mm-hmm.
Juggalos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob Schneider shows up.
Mhm.
I'm like, no. We said Juggalo, not male gigolo.
All right.
Sorry, Rob Schneider.
I'd be happy if Rob Schneider showed up, honestly.
Hey, Abby. I know
Yeah.
you. I don't think you would be.
No,
He's on a
I don't
tear.
think you've known.
He's
Rob
on a list
Schneider
now?
lot. Well, he is a super like right wing.
Oh, okay. Fuck all that. Yeah, fuck that.
Like he
Yeah.
hates all the things you like. So
Hates the things you love.
yeah.
The Bad Bunny halftime show.
Yes, he's
Okay.
he's one of those.
I refuse to believe that star of the hit film The Animal would ever do that. Well, anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. It's really awesome that we've been able to do YHS for 10 years. I'm excited to be here with my co-hosts. Let me introduce them as we kick off this decade of destruction. Or as we end a decade of destruction and start a new decade of more destruction. Abigail, how are you?
A decade of decoupage. That was the only D word that I could think of.
I don't
It's
even
like a
know that
crafting
word.
term for when you like layer things and like glue them.
Well,
It's
we're
been
layered.
a decade of decadence. I'd say that. It's
Yeah.
definitely been 10 years of awesome stuff, and I'm really grateful to still be together doing this. And I remember 10 years ago when we were like crouched around the snowball microphone on the living room floor, Craig and I, like trying to get through and get a signal to Jacob. So I'm very happy to still be doing that. And I wanted to say happy 10-year anniversary to both of you.
Thank you.
I did look that up on the internet to see what anniversary gift is traditional for 10 years.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's aluminum or tin. So I was thinking, because I looked up 10-year tin gift on eBay. 'cause I was
Tinfoil
like,
hats.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't have any tin foil in my house right now. Otherwise, I would have a celebratory hat on. But I was thinking maybe we could do like a popcorn tin, like a YHS popcorn tin. Not like we could, but it would be a fun thing to put in the shop for our 10-year anniversary because that is the right material.
But the rule is if you buy it, it just has to sit in your house uneaten for years because nobody really wants that shitty
White cheddar.
the orange popcorn and like whatever that is. You're like, I got it because Grogu was on it, but
Yeah.
we're gonna eat
So
the
after 10
popcorn.
years of being a podcast, let's put something out there that people will just kind of put in the corner and neglect, and it will catch dust.
It's a microcosm for our conversations. Yeah,
Mhm.
they just put it in the corner and don't listen.
Hmm.
No, that's awesome. Jacob, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing well, but I think I am becoming one of those people who like the numbers, the birthday numbers, the podcast anniversary numbers. They're getting to that point where they're both high enough that it's like I don't need to draw attention to it. Like,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me, it's
yeah,
like,
okay, talk about that.
okay, do I need to say, hey, mom, I've been doing this for 10 years? So she can say, cool, what'd you get? What have you gotten out of it? But so,
Right.
I just like being the kind of person to be like, all right, it's 10 years. Cool.
10 years.
Let's
Let's
just
move
keep
on.
going.
Let's
We
keep
don't
going.
have to
I
make
hear
a
you.
big, doesn't
Well-
need to be a big attention to how old I'm turning this year, you know?
Yeah, how
Listen.
to like gracefully acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I understand.
I would like to gracefully acknowledge something. I think aluminum is a great gift. Maybe I'll have a Coke Zero tonight in an aluminum can. That would be pretty cool.
Okay.
And
Gift
also,
that our listeners can give themselves is a can of soda.
I was watching these Super Bowl commercials, and there was this. I was so offended. You know, a lot of people are offended by different parts of the Super Bowl. And There's
Really?
a lot of like political discourse and
Mhm.
just a bunch of nonsense. But I actually was offended by something, and it was a Pepsi commercial. And this Pepsi
With the Bears?
commercial, yeah, this Pepsi commercial insinuates that the Coca-Cola bear drinks a Pepsi Max and switches sides to Team Pepsi. And I was offended by it
Well,
because the Coca-Cola bear would never do that. First of all, he would never even sip a fucking Pepsi.
nor would any sane person listen. It's not offensive because it's so completely ridiculous and out of left field that nobody in the world who already is drinking Coke would switch over to a goddamn Pepsi.
Like, who is Pepsi's mascot? They don't even have a mascot. Oh no, they did. Pepsi Man. He had a PlayStation game.
It's just
So
the
you're
guy with a Pepsi symbol as a head.
Well, let me tell you this, Abby. You look up Pepsi Man because I think you're going to be into it.
Oh, I'm looking up. I think it was Britney Spears that had a controversy over, like, she was sponsored by Coke or she was sponsored by Pepsi and then drank Diet Coke or something like that.
Well, first of all,
I was trying to remember that.
I'm going to try to download Pepsi Man on PlayStation because I want to play it.
Pepsi Man's big in Japan. There was a lot of Pepsi Man merch over there.
Here's the thing. If Pepsi Man had a Coke, he would not be Pepsi Man anymore.
Yeah,
he'd be done.
Off. Yeah.
He'd rip it off. You find out that's his skin. It's just he rips his skin off.
Remember how I want to bring this up. I want to talk about it because it's kind of driving me crazy and it's kind of related to Coke and Pepsi. But it also kind of reminds me, do you remember like a couple weeks ago we were making fun of you, Craig, because you said your teeth hurt when you have to pee, and I was telling you how like that is not a real medical condition.
I
think there's something that also is happening with me that could be considered a not real medical condition, and I have no idea what it is.
Okay.
But it's related to Coca-Cola.
Okay,
and I think we've probably mentioned this before, but maybe if we talk about it on here, somebody will know the answer. I like Coke. Coca-Cola is the best. It's the best soda, clearly.
Yeah.
And so I remember exactly when this started. It was at G Fest because I ordered a Coke, and it was at the hotel restaurant bar. And when the Coke came, I tasted it, and it tasted so weird to me. Like it had my first thought was that it had alcohol in it or something.
Right. Bad Coke.
So I asked Jay Key to taste it for me. I was like, "Hey Jay, will you taste this Coke? Is there alcohol in this?" He looked at me like I was a crazy person, and he was like, "It's just a Coke." He's like, "This is just Coke." And I was like, "Boy, it tastes weird." But I was just like,
did you say it like that?
I did. I said,
"Oh boy, it tastes weird."
Boy, this is a weird Coke. And I just figured it was because you know how sometimes in those bar settings the Coke is like the fountain Coke or whatever.
Right. Could be.
And I was like, maybe it's just not the right.
Sure,
whatever.
I got you.
Oh yeah.
I drank it. I drank 3 more. They all tasted the same. And when I got back from G Fest, the next time I got a Coke, which was, I don't know, probably a week or a couple weeks later, it was the same. It completely doesn't taste like Coke anymore. It tastes like it tastes like a chemical, some weird kind of flavor.
You're describing keep going.
And it has not changed. It has gotten to the point where I can't drink Coke anymore. Every time, and I haven't had one in a couple weeks now, because every couple of weeks I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna try Coke today.
Do a little reset
because I want to be able to taste Coca-Cola.
What about other sodas?
Other sodas are the same. It is only Coke.
It's only Coke. So when you say the same, they're
regular. They're normal.
So this feels like a taste bud.
Something has happened, and every time I try Coke, it literally tastes like I'm drinking Ace Chemicals or something, like Jokerized something.
Access Chemicals.
Yeah, Access Chemicals. And it has not gotten any better. It's been, it's been months and months at this point.
Yeah.
And every couple of weeks I'll go buy a can of Coke and just try it and hope that it's like gone away. I thought maybe at first that it was a sinus thing, because
oh yeah,
if you have a sinus cold or something, it can mess with your taste buds. But I'm like, why is it only Coke? And why has it been 9 months and it's still So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just can't drink
Has
Coke
this?
anymore.
I'm trying. This really hasn't happened to me. I know your taste buds can change and evolve.
Yeah, but it's not even like if I hadn't tasted this and you like did a blind taste test, there's no part of it that tastes like what I remember Coke tasting like. Like it
Right.
tastes like something's wrong with it to me now.
Maybe that's what happened to the polar bear too. Like they're leaving
That's
a
why
part
he's
of the
drinking
story out.
Pepsi?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
why he's drinking Pepsi. By the way, speaking of the other thing, our good friend Borzu reached out to me. He's a dentist, and he had some insight into my issue.
Okay.
He said, I tried to tell this to Abby the other day. She was like really early in the morning. She was like, I don't stop. But now I can. Now we're
I said
all on the
it's
same.
too
page.
much info before I had my coffee.
Yes, that's what she said. He says you have some sort of neural crossover that causes a mix-up of your body's ability to detect a full bladder and your ability to detect pain from teeth.
So I was right. It's a brain thing. It's a
Hold
lot
on.
like
It
it's a lot
keeps
like when you're
going.
attracted to feet.
Listen, okay, it's like a feet thing.
It's a wire crossing.
He keeps going. This is Borzu, so he's not joking. This is he's probably gonna be mad that
he's allowed to joke.
he doesn't do jokes. He
doesn't
said
do a
it's
joke.
sort of like how
Go, dude.
he says it's sort of like how massaging the anus can stop hiccups, or putting a needle in the chin can suppress your gag reflex. It's
Wait.
uncommon but not unheard of.
Wait,
Hold on.
what?
And then I said,
I
well,
had known about the massaging my anus thing back when I was doing like stage stuff. Stage
Abby's-
stuff.
Abby's like, well, that's why I've never gotten the hiccups.
I've never gotten the hiccups.
Ah!
This anal massaging has lots of special side
Constant.
effects.
Oh, it's great. I think we all have a neurological disorder where we think our podcast is the doctor's office and we just talk about our health problems.
But anyways, I said to Borzo, I guess I'm a medical miracle, and he responded, "It depends on how you define miracles." So, he's great. We love Borzo.
It's like, nope. What's a bad miracle?
Yeah. What? Yeah. It's a bad miracle, right? Yeah. That's very funny. But anyways, this all started because I was mad that Pepsi would even. I don't even think they can use that polar bear. It feels like they broke a law.
You can't copyright a polar bear.
Yes, you can. Can you copyright a
cannot.
Mothman? Because I've been trying.
No, no, or we wouldn't be able to do it.
Hey, one more thing. Well, before we move on, any other thoughts on
Just
Super
to
Bowl?
follow up, it was Britney Spears in 2001 when she was in Australia. She was drinking a Diet Coke while she was under contract with Pepsi.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh my
a little
God.
controversial,
I
but you
can't
know,
believe she did that.
love your Diet Coke.
Yeah. That's probably the worst, most controversial thing that Britney Spears has ever been involved in. She's had it tough. Remember the whole Save Britney thing? Was that during the pandemic?
I think
What
it's
year is
still
it?
happening. I think
Yeah.
it's still
Poor
going
thing.
on.
The conservatorship is like legitimately
Yeah,
pretty
it's crazy.
upsetting and stressful.
Okay, so yeah, the Super Bowl was last night. Tonight we're going to talk about all the trailers that were or were not released. Kind of weird. I think
Seems like everybody took a year off, doesn't it?
it's a little
Mhm.
weird.
They said, "Hey,
right?
guys, let's all promise not to do crazy cool trailers this year or
I mean,
commercials, except for the Jurassic Park one."
Right, but for years they've been putting out these commercials a week or two in advance. But like for trailers, it in times past, it would be the time when like big studios would put up a lot of money and debut, like it'd be your first look at Jurassic World, or sometimes you'd get a secret Cloverfield movie you didn't even know happened, just on Netflix after the game.
Hey, which is celebrating its 10-year anniversary in a couple months.
That was 10 years.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, do we have an episode on that? I imagine.
Did we? I bet we reviewed it when it happened.
We had to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we did.
So we'll talk about some Super Bowl trailers. And we will give our thoughts and reactions to those. And we had the big debut of the Muppet Show returning. I want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
I know we all have thoughts and opinions. Abby, Seth Rogen produced kind of a soft relaunch of the original Muppet Show on Disney Plus, hosted by Sabrina Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
What were your initial thoughts and reactions?
Muppets are the moment right now. I also want to see that movie, The Moment with Charlie XCX, soon because it's getting really good reviews. But yeah, Muppets are everywhere, and I kind of am like fighting this feeling of like, well, I guess everyone loves the Muppets now. Because
It just started.
the show is at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and people are thrilled about it. Between the Muppet Show and the Bad Bunny performance from the Super Bowl last night, those are just the things that are in the zeitgeist. And it's really encouraging as a huge Muppets fan to see the show being brought back, kind of with its own like original like feeling and vibe of like, oh, it's all kind of thrown together and like a good bit of like self-deprecation and things falling apart. The magic happens, like when Sabrina Carpenter was singing Islands in the Stream with Kermit. That was like an iconic moment, and it was beautiful. And it was cool to see people in the audience enjoying it. I'm glad that it's successful. Shout out to Griffin Newman for having a cool like pop-in cameo role.
I saw him. I noticed him when it happened.
Yeah, him and the horse from the museum, the Center for Performing Arts, are my favorite cameos.
Those are the two best cameos.
Horse and Griff, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really cool. I think I told you guys that there's been a lot of Muppets content and like reboots and retoolings over the last 15, 20 years. I am a big fan of the Jason Segel Muppet movie. I really like that movie. Some of the other shows they've tried have just not really worked for me. I thought this was a really earnest and like not cynical attempt to try to recapture some of the like zaniness and, you know, just kind of like absolute chaos of the original Muppet Show. I thought it was really good. I mean, you can nitpick it, but it was like 25 minutes. Sabrina Carpenter was really good. The songs were good. There's some characters I wish I got more. I wish there was a little bit more Fozzie. I always like Fozzie. Gonzo had some good airtime. And a lot of the Miss Piggy, like with the rich pigs, like all of that was very funny to me. So I thought a really good attempt. I hope it does well enough to where they keep it going.
Like the Bridgerton sketch, yeah.
It was good. It was
yeah,
good.
I like Pepe with that suit they had him in. That
outfit,
that
was awesome.
when he replaces Kermit and he comes in.
Yeah.
Was very funny. Yeah, it had some really funny stuff. I think like I want it to keep going, and like, you know, they're using this as kind of like a pilot to try to get the show back.
Right.
There's no guarantee it's actually coming back. It's just like this was just a special, but it's doing well and everybody's, you know, singing its praises. So I'm hoping that it comes back, because you're right. Like, it just felt, I noticed Walter was not in it, and I'm like, you know, they probably did that because they want it to feel more like the old show, and they kind of left out the like newer Muppets. And you know, for a long time they weren't doing Ralph. You know, they like, but he's in it and he speaks in it, and there's a couple movies where he doesn't say anything because there was the whole thing with that was Jim Henson's favorite Muppet. And I thought it was really great. I thought everything about it was really funny. One of the jokes that killed me was at the end with Sattler and Waldorf, and he's like, yeah, my right arm's going numb, and then he says something, and then he's like, ow. You know, he's like, I was like, oh no, he's having a heart.
It's
like,
yes, the cynical dead
funny.
Yeah, like brutal humor. It's
it's
really fun when it's coming from a Muppet.
You know what's crazy is I was watching Star Wars at work today, and and I had Return of the Jedi on, and I just like, the Muppets was in my head, and I knew we were going to talk about it tonight. And then like Yoda's on screen, and I'm like, it's like, wait, of course I've always known that Yoda is Frank Oz and all that, but it's like, wait, isn't it weird that they just straight up put a Muppet in Star Wars?
Kind of
like,
it's awesome.
Yoda's just straight up a Muppet. It's I don't know, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, and his voice is almost like him and Miss Piggy, obviously.
Well, it's the same actor. Yeah, it's Frank Oz. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. And we've talked about it in the past. Like one of the things that makes the Muppets work is when the human characters interact with them and don't talk like down to them or like
Yeah.
over them. Like
They
they're just
treat
part.
them like they're people.
Yeah, yeah. And like it doesn't need to be like crude humor by any chance, but there has to be like a little bit of innuendo in there from time to time because that's like the legacy of like Jim Henson, like where those guys came from. So
Which is why Sabrina Carpenter was a perfect pairing as the host to have a little bit of fun, sweet innuendo. I thought
Yeah.
that was perfect. And
Well,
she
we gotta
does have
talk-
like a Miss Piggy aesthetic. And
Yeah.
watching her as the host, it made me want to see Chapel Roan very badly as a host because she has so many piggy inspired outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to see Steve Martin come back and do another episode.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Mhm.
What was that, Abby?
This is my Miss Piggy paper doll book, which is from 1994. I wish it was more like actually 80s vintage, but it's got like really great. This is the Miss Piggy the paper doll, and then you just got like really great outfits. I went looking for this because I couldn't find it the other day. We had some work done in our back room on a roof leak, and this was moved. So I was like, where's my goddamn Miss Piggy paper doll book? And I searched through the closet, got it out, set it down, and was like, ooh, I might do this. And then my cat Gilda sat on the book for like the rest of the day, which was adorable, honestly. So yeah, I've been wanting to get little Muppet moments, especially as we're approaching Toy Fair and like looking forward to the NECA teases of new Muppet figures.
Yeah. So one of the other items of discourse that was kind of all over the place, and I didn't even realize it because we had been talking about it. And I was even hesitant to bring it up, but I think we have to. Is Kermit's voice?
Yeah.
I don't. It's I have two minds of it. Like, who am I to criticize like a voice actor who's been doing it for a long time? Like, look, Kermit has a very iconic voice, and lots of people do Kermit impressions. And I think because if it was any other character, I don't think I'd care. But Kermit is the leader, and he does have a very like it's almost like Mickey Mouse. Like,
Well,
here's the voice.
Here's the thing. So like, it seems like it wouldn't be hard to get somebody who could just sound just. I mean, the last guy, Steve Whitmore or Whitmire or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
He sounded just like Kermit. I thought, he's pretty spot on. There's only been 3 people who've like this guy's been playing Kermit since 2017. That goes to show you how like off the Muppets have been because people are just now realizing they don't like Kermit's voice. It's like this guy's been Kermit for 10 years. This guy has been the official Kermit as long as YHS has been around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some say
we just haven't been paid
it started the same day. Yeah.
We probably did it, yeah. But the thing that makes it stand out is that so many of the Muppets are still being voiced by the original people. A lot of them are. I was looking it up as we were watching it because I was like, whoa, who's voicing this person? It sounds great. And then I'm like, oh, literally the person who's always voiced Gonzo, or Pepe or whatever. Right. It's like there's only been. It's not like they cast a different person every time. Like they cast you and then you are that character. So it is a little strange because I don't think it's weird. The Kermit voice comes and goes. Sometimes I'm like,
yeah.
I imagine if the show gets picked up, it's something I'll just get used to it. But I will agree. There were a couple times where I was like side-eyeing it and being like, oh, that's not Kermit.
Right.
But I loved them doing Queen at the end.
It was great.
It was so good.
It was really cool.
Yeah, that was great. I don't think that the Kermit, the lack of it syncing up with the original voice really took me out of it at any point. I mean, I'm aware of it as I'm listening, like, oh, that does not sound like Kermit, but so much of like just the general feel and the excitement of the show, like, did feel like the original show. It did feel like shoestring, like it's about to fall apart, and like the Muppets are not like scripted, cynical, like sitcom characters, but they're just like entertainers who are struggling to put a show together. And I was grateful to be watching something that gave me that vibe because I do love the original Muppet Show. So I was willing to not even like be bothered by the Kermit voice. It didn't bother me too terribly bad, and I think they'll probably work that kink out. And like Sabrina Carpenter says, she likes kinks. So
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys notice? Okay, so there was the Bunsen and Beaker sketch, and he's like shooting eyeballs out of his face.
yeah.
So later on in the episode, there is a Muppet that is a cat that wears an eye patch. It's just sitting in the back.
Okay.
And later on in the episode, after that part, it was no longer wearing an eye patch, but it had it had one of the eyes that came out.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like, this is so funny.
Yeah, that's the best continuity to like follow up on a little joke. Yeah.
I was trying to think of who else should host. I think John Mulaney would probably be pretty great.
Oh, because he kind of is a Muppet.
He's a little
like
Muppety.
human Muppet.
Little Muppety.
I mean, if you
Shuffle,
go back, if you go back and watch the old Muppet Show, there's like that show was out I mean, what, 70s? Like that show was out before we were born, and like sometimes I go through it and I'm like, I don't even know who some of these
Right, you don't know
are.
who half the people are.
You don't
right.
know who a lot of them are. So
it's like watching Weekend Update segments from like the original SNL. It's like all these topical jokes, and you're like,
yeah, it can be hit or miss.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
There's a Vincent, Vincent Price was on.
Right.
They could
Watch that. Gilda Radner hosted.
Yeah, there could be the guest list. It could be extensive. So
right. Well, what's cool about it is like really like the guest is. It's not that it's inconsequential, but you could still do really funny stuff no matter who it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, and they're kind of only in a couple sketches most of the time.
Well, I'll be looking forward to see what happens there. And like we said, we're going to be out at Toy Fair. NECA is going to be debuting their Muppets figures, probably, which will be cool. I was at a toy swap the other day, and the guy had a ton of the Palisades Muppets. Those are really good-looking figures.
They're good, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're pricey. They did have a Janice. They had the Dr. Teeth band, and that stuff's really cool. So we'll see.
Yeah, they had Dr. Teeth and the I Have to Pee band.
And the I Have to Pee band. Because of the medical miracle?
Dr. Teeth with the crossed neurological wires.
Hey, come on, man. I don't know why it happens. It just happens. I think it means you're cool. I'm really cool.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
All right. So the Super Bowl was last night. Every year, trailers. It's a big deal. Everyone's what trailers are going to drop?
Hey,
maybe a Ghostbusters trailer this year.
I think it's not a big deal anymore. It
was.
Feels that way.
A long time ago, it was.
It was, yeah.
Us millennials are holding on to it, I'd say. I like that feeling of like, oh, everyone get in here. Let's all watch the trailer. But like the fact is, it's all spread out. Anyone can access it anywhere. Yeah.
I'm trying to look. Let's see.
I mean, half of them were on, Twitter hours before.
Yeah, it's spread out.
Well, there was some rumors of what it could be. So there was no Marvel, no Spider-Man, no Avengers Doomsday. There's been 10 Avengers Doomsday trailers, but not last night.
Yeah.
But let's run through the ones that they did show, and kind of give any of our thoughts on I don't know what you thought of the trailer.
Sure.
Did it help or hurt anticipation? Let's just start with Star Wars. Let's just get this out of the way.
Can I start?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't even announced the official title.
I know,
of the movie yet.
but I'm just saying that because I want to start.
You can start. Go. Star Wars, Mandalorian, Grogu.
The reason I want to start is because I want to start by saying something nice about it.
Okay.
And that is that the Tauntauns looked really good.
Yeah,
and I really liked seeing Tauntauns. They looked cool. They looked a lot like the old Taunt. It felt nice.
Okay.
You guys can go next because I don't have anything else to say about the trailer.
That's it. Tauntauns, very furry, very cute. Love the Tauntauns. I feel the same way, Jacob. I gave this one fuck, even though we're not doing a fuck budget.
That's great. Yeah.
Because the Tauntauns are so adorable. Yeah, I love a big fuzzy furry creature like that. So that was nice to see. I know that Craig was listening to my audible reaction from the other room as I was watching this, because I was like, what? And he came in and was like, let me explain this to you. Let me tell you what's going on here. And I was like, this is like the Budweiser horses commercial. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What is happening? It's not the holidays anymore. I was expecting an actual trailer. So yeah, it felt a little bit weird. I'm not sure that they stuck the landing. And I just didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure what they were going for, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
The Tauntauns were great.
Well, I wonder, like, how I don't know, but I'm assuming to get a trailer during the Super Bowl, it's probably very expensive.
Very expensive.
Definitely,
Very expensive.
What would you say it's? What do you think?
It's
like,
I think a 30-second spot is in the multiple millions of dollars.
Millions.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they spent millions of dollars to get a Star Wars trailer into the Super Bowl, and they didn't even give us any. Do they not have any footage? What's the deal? Do you think they're like? Do you think they got the movie done and they watched the movie and they're like, guys, none of this is good. Like, let's not put any of this in the trailer.
Average cost of a 30-second commercial for the Super Bowl this year was $8 million. So basically, Jon Favreau,
It's like
I
they
think
bought the space and we're like,
they overthought it. It was a takeoff on the famous Clydesdale Budweiser Super Bowl commercial from the 90s. Or
See, hey, I have no idea what that is.
Right. Abby, actually, you knew.
I'm a Super Bowl commercial freak. I'll put it that way. I remember watching mass media was my favorite class in high school when I went to public school, and I remember the day
You guys watched Super Bowl trailers and mass media.
Fuck ton of Super Bowl trailers, so we went and edited it and made our own commercials, and
so
I love that.
So Abby, you're a Super Bowl commercial freak, so you knew the reference. But the question, it's one of those things where I went like, oh no, I get it, but why? Like,
I didn't get it. I was like, my main thought, other than the Tauntauns looking good, was what's that guy's name? Sam, the guy who was doing the voiceover. It's the guy with the big mustache.
Sam Elliott, which I like that.
So my whole thing was like, oh, is Sam Elliott in this movie? I was like, who's Sam Elliott? But why is Sam Elliott doing a voiceover? It was confusing.
Don't they know Star Wars fans are going to walk out of the movie going, there wasn't one fucking Tauntaun in that movie?
Wait, so are you telling me having Sam Elliott do the voiceover was a reference to the old trailer and he's not actually in this movie?
I don't think he's in the movie.
Oh my! He would. Hey, I think he'd be good in Star Wars.
Yeah, he should be the Mandalorian's dad. He should be the Dadalorian. Listen. I don't know if anybody knows or cares that there's a Star Wars movie coming out in a couple of months. I just think that's where we're at.
Where was Sigourney Weaver? Was she in the Tauntaun?
She was in the Tauntaun. She turns into a Tauntaun, just like Ghostbusters.
It's warm in there. Very miffed, very confused,
weird,
and also a bit disheartened by the whole thing. Because I feel like it does not bode well for the movie.
Here's what's going to happen when Mandalorian comes out, and then we'll move on. It's going to come out. It's going to be mediocre or fine at best. And people are going to say, well, that wasn't very good, especially for a Star Wars movie. And then hardcore Star Wars fans are going to go, it was a fun adventure. I actually had a lot of fun with it. And their voice is going to go, I really liked it.
Space adventure.
Yeah. It was actually like a really fun 1970s style space movie.
In space.
But it's just gonna be fine. It's gonna literally be like a no sum gain or loss for Star Wars.
I'm excited to see Star Wars in a movie theater again.
Sure.
My high level like hopes are that it's like Mandalorian season 2 worthy, and it's like really good writing, and just like those episodes were really great. So.
You know, it's going to be funny when you sit in the theater and the manager comes out and goes, all right, cool, guys, it's opening night in Mandalorian. Hey, does anybody have a Disney Plus account we can use to load this thing up?
Yeah.
Oh man. So
Cool.
okay. Anything else on Star Wars?
No.
Abby?
No, that's it. That's it. One fuck.
One fuck from the Super Bowl commercial freak.
Mm-hmm. Certified freak.
Okay. Next we had Scream 7.
Mhm.
This actually dropped earlier in the week. Just like a little 45-second spot. More of an awareness thing. I mean, the movie does come out in like 3.5 weeks and has not had
soon.
that much marketing.
26th.
Yeah. Abby, any thoughts on this one?
Scream 7, yeah. I gave this 3 fucks. And I was kind of being generous with my fucks, even though we're not doing a fuck budget.
Yeah, I was about to say, did we miss a
I
memo
love
here?
this, that I'm going to continue this theme of doing whatever the fuck I want. The dial tone got my attention in the trailer. And seeing that Sydney is back, that's exciting. She's got a daughter, and it's going to be a mother-daughter adventure. I'm kind of into that. I'm definitely into the cast: Celeste O'Connor, McKenna Grace. It looks like it's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be, but I like Scream movies. I like McKenna Grace. I like Celeste O'Connor. And I got excited while watching this trailer because of my love of the original Scream. And I liked some of the, like, just the heart pounding, like, piercing of the knife through the wall kind of stuff. That got me. So, yeah,
That
I
was fun
gave
to
this
see a
3
Scream
fucks.
movie.
Let's hope it's good. Scream movies are usually kind of mid, but yeah, this one looks
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Matthew Lillard is my favorite character in any Scream movie. Like Stu is he's my guy. I always liked Stu. I find him to be hilarious and tragic, and like the fact that in the first Scream when Billy is revealing that his dad was having an affair with Cindy's mom, Stu kind of looks at him like he's like, what? Like he has no idea what's going on. It has no idea why they're even doing what they've been doing.
Yeah.
And he's coming back, and we don't know how he's coming back, and they're playing it close to the vest. And look, it'll probably be lame, but my hopes were high for Scream 5, and it wasn't great, and Scream 6. So like this feels like another soft reset, and Kevin Williamson's coming back to direct it for the first time. So I'm interested. We'll see what happens, but I'm interested.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go?
Is it your turn?
It's my turn.
Jacob's like, I thought the Tauntauns were great. Oh, wrong trailer.
Yeah, so I'm definitely interested. I'll be there opening night. I think the trailer is awful, and
okay.
I think the movie kind of looks awful. But I think there's two I think there's two ways balloons. I think there's two ways this movie could go. I think either the entire trailer is a red herring. Like, you got to think it's Scream, right? And Craig,
Sure.
I won't say I'm not going to like say your theories out loud because that's for you, but you have theories about this
I have a
movie.
theory. I can get into it.
But here's the thing, like the trailer looks like a very straightforward Stu is out of, it's Stu. That's like what the trailer is putting forth. And either that's just true and we've gotten, I mean, it's Scream 7. You know what I mean? Like there's a chance it's just like, oh, people kind of really wanted Stu in the last one. And remember, there was a lot of rumors he was going to be in it and he wasn't. So there's like the one road where they're like, hey, you know what? Let's just give them what they want. And let's like bring Stu back and just make it a slasher with Stu. There's a possibility it's that. That's so boring. That is so like unlike what you would think Scream would do.
Yeah.
The other road is that the entire trailer is a red herring and there's some weird shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
And I mean, yeah, sure. Like that's like what I want to think, but also I've seen all 7 Scream movies and I've seen the path they've taken, and I've seen them get kind of worse and worse. So like my logical side wants to be like, okay, it's gonna just be Stu and it's gonna be boring and whatever. But I hope it's not, because I also like this cast. I like that we're back to Sydney kind of being the main character, and I want every time these Scream movies come out, I really want to have fun and I really want them to be good. And I'm just always kind of disappointed when
Yeah.
the credits roll. And I hope this one's good.
So it's interesting that you touch on that. All the footage in this first one is almost this. It's almost the same footage as the first trailer that came out. Is the new one? It looks so boilerplate and
It does.
boring.
Yeah.
That here's my thought. Sydney or Nev Campbell did not return for Scream 6. There was salary stuff, and then Scream 7 almost didn't happen because of all the controversy, and then the actresses left, and now we're here. My theory is, because it's Scream and because it's meta, is that the first 15 minutes of this movie are going to feel like you're watching the end of Scream 7. It's going to get right into it. All that stuff with the killer chasing Sydney and the daughter in the house, that is all going to happen in the first 15 minutes of the movie. And then you're going to see, cut, that's a wrap. This movie is going to be a meta movie about the cast of Scream 7 coming back to film a controversial version of Scream 7. That is how you get Stu back. That is how you get David Arquette back. That is why they just randomly recast Sydney's husband. It was oh god, what's his name? From Thanksgiving and
Yeah, I don't remember his
that
I
guy.
don't remember his name.
What's that actor's name? He was from
Is it Dempsey?
Patrick
Or no?
Dempsey.
Yeah. Okay.
Patrick Dempsey. They've recast him with Joel McHale for no reason. You tell me Patrick Dempsey wasn't available for Scream 7? Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah,
he's available.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He might be the killer. I think we could listen. Is this going to happen? I don't know, but I won't be shocked if there is some sort of twist. They've done this in. Remember, what was it, Abby? We were watching recently, Scream 4. The first 10 minutes, you're actually watching Stab 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's have some fun with this.
Mhm.
Or they just made the most predictable, boring Scream movie that's
Right.
ever existed.
And I don't want to believe that they've done
Right.
that. I hope it's like something crazy and we're all like, well, holy shit, how is Scream 7 amazing? Like that's what I want.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Abby, anything else on this one?
I'm just staying optimistic. We'll see. I mean, the franchise is based on like flipping expectations and turning things on their head. So I'd like to think that maybe this movie has something up its sleeve, but we won't know till we see it. So
Unless the movie's just about Stu getting out and he's like rebranded as he's like a good guy now, and
he saves the day or something.
Sydney's the killer. Moving on, Disclosure Day. We did a trailer reaction to the first big trailer. I'll kick this one off. I am really excited about this movie. I'm kind of trying to not read a lot about it. I'm still like, I'm not like conspiracy theory movie guy, but I still want to believe it's a secret sequel to Close Encounters. Probably isn't, but there's a spaceship in this one, and that was fun to see. The aesthetic of this movie to me looks closer to War of the Worlds than to E.T. or Close Encounters, but it's Spielberg. It's a big sci-fi movie. It's about aliens, like kind of like Jake was just saying. I'm going to be there, like you said about Scream. I'll be there day one. I'll be excited, and I want to love it. But I'm gonna just kind of stay away. I don't want to know anything. I just want to kind of go in fresh.
I feel the same way. I don't want to see any. I would like prefer to not see any more trailers. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, and when I watch the trailer, I'm like, oh, there's shape shifting. Is she even a human? And then there seems to be like an invisible car in this trailer, and then there's a UFO, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to see anything else. And one thing I was thinking about before, when we had just heard rumors of this movie, I was really excited that Steven Spielberg was doing another Alien film because it made me think like I had hoped that it was going to be like a very Amblin E.T. style movie.
Right.
I was like, oh, it'd be cool if he does one more like heartfelt, like amazing. And it doesn't look like it's that at all, but it's like, well, Steven Spielberg has grown up. He's a very different person now from when he made E.T. And he already made E.T. So why would he want to do that?
It feels more like global government conspiracy
Yeah.
than like heartwarming family movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's fine.
More War of the Worlds, Minority Report than E.T.
Yeah. But I'm super into it. I'm super excited about just going to the theater and seeing a Steven Spielberg alien movie. That seems fun and awesome to me. So I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm locked in. Same as y'all. I like the train scene, the action scene. Always love that kind of stuff where things are moving quickly. So I'm excited to see what happens. And I think I'm going to have tempered expectations, much like you, Jacob, in that if I just kind of stay away from this movie and then I'm surprised by it, hopefully it'll be awesome and it'll kick ass and do what it should. But I don't want to, get myself worked up and trying to connect it to other movies.
Yeah.
And there were some other trailers beyond this, but this is the last one we're going to talk about today, which is this was the only surprise, which was the Adventures of Cliff Booth. It is the sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by David Fincher, written by Quentin Tarantino. One of my most anticipated movies of the year. Kind of a 1-minute highlight reel. It feels very Tarantino. We've got Brad Pitt back. He's got a mustache now. It's a couple funny one-liners. This trailer was more of a vibe than anything, right? We just know that it's more of this aesthetic and this world that Tarantino built. There was one line in the trailer that felt a little bit like a Tarantino self-reflection where, because the whole thing was he wrote this and then he was going to do another movie and then he wasn't going to make this movie, but there's a line in the trailer, I think Brad Pitt says it, where he says, "Who am I to get in the way of a good story?" Which felt very like Quentin Tarantino going, "Look, I didn't want to direct it, but it's a really good story, so we'll let David Fincher direct it." Like, that's kind of what I got out of it.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything else other than I'm a sucker for 1970s Tarantino aesthetic. The fonts they use, the music they play, everybody's smoking cigarettes. Like, it's just it's gonna be great. Hey, it's gonna be a great time in the living room watching it on Netflix.
I hate that.
I know.
Yeah, I think it's kind of it's a little hard to get a sense of it because it's like, cool. So Cliff Booth is in this and he talks in this movie. That's all we know. It's like there's going to be characters and they're going to be talking. I read a couple rumors, and I mean they're just rumors, but I read one thing on Twitter that was like, hey, if you knew how much time Quentin Tarantino spent in the director's chair, you would be questioning his 10 movie rule because he basically was directing this movie.
Okay, good.
And who knows if that's like, or whatever.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, I wish Leonardo DiCaprio was coming back too because those two together were really great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But yeah, I'm excited for this. This is going to be fun. Craig, this was your number one, most anticipated movie of the year.
Very excited. I was really happy when it popped up last night. It was a nice treat. More so than if it would have been like, whoa, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Odyssey. Yeah.
No, because this felt like, something very unique. I have no idea what's going to happen in this story. I don't know the traditional villains or the heroes. I was excited for this trailer. I gave it 5 fucks on my little roster. Fuck that I'm still keeping. Written by Tarantino and directed by David Fincher is an incredible combo, especially if it's like Backseat directed by Tarantino too. So yeah, Cliff Booth, super hot. Everyone loves Brad Pitt. Can't complain. I like the aesthetic. I like the 70s chunky, sexy, gritty, people crawling on their hands and knees shit. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. I mean, it's just we're all such huge Tarantino fans, obviously, and getting a sequel to one of his movies is just cool and new and unique, and it's interesting that he's not directing it, but I think he builds these really fascinating worlds that, like, I'm not saying all directors should get to go to that playground, but we can let David Fincher play over there for a second.
Sure. Yeah,
right?
Why not? I mean, he has written things that got made into movies that he didn't direct before. Sure. It's maybe been a while since he's done that kind of thing, but yeah, I just think it will be a fun, like you said, it will be a treat.
It's gonna be a real treat.
Yeah.
I hope it's an homage to the Budweiser horses commercial. That's what I'm really hoping.
Yeah. Was there even a Doritos commercial? There's always a famous Doritos commercial in the Super Bowl.
Hey, wouldn't it? I have no idea what you're talking about, but wouldn't it be fun if So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like it ended with the big like Manson family thing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
fun if they just took some other like what if the Zodiac killer is in this movie and it's
Yeah.
like that's what they just let
Yeah.
Cliff Booth be a guy who fights like
trying to
real
think-
life serial killers.
Serial
or something.
killer
I don't
killer.
know.
What if he gets on like I'm trying to think of other famous like events or like pop culture events of the early 1980s or late 70s. Yeah, I mean, I really think it's going to be great. I don't. Hopefully, it'll get a theatrical release. This is not something I want to
Yeah.
watch at home. I want to watch this at the movie. I want to go to the
Yeah.
plaza and see this one.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is something that you want to be in a cool crowd with or just out of your house, like out of your pajamas. You want to wear jeans, something nice, you know?
I'd like to wear jeans when I wear this.
I'd like to
or
wear
else-
jeans to this movie.
Something nice like jeans.
like
Okay.
jeans.
Something nice that gives me shape, like jeans.
Hey, final story. I thought this was kind of funny. I was walking to my car today and I saw these $200 broskies on the ground.
What?
And then I picked them up and immediately realized they were not real.
Wait, are they like Jesus dollars? where
No,
they
they're
tell
not
you
that.
They're not pamphlets.
They're not pamphlets. They both say movie
Correct.
prop on them. And now I'm like, well, what movie is it from? I got screen use memorabilia here.
Hey, I bet it was from The Dark Knight. Go put it in your Batman. That's some of that burned money.
Hey, I couldn't confirm.
Your Batman collection.
I couldn't confirm what movie it was from. So the rules of society say I get to pick which movie they're from. And these are actually from The
That's so
Godfather.
funny
They're worth
that
a lot of
it's-
money.
That's so funny that it's a movie prop, and it was just in the parking lot of
The parking garage. It was
Hapeville,
weird.
Georgia?
No, it was by the work office, and like
So
I
fun.
immediately knew like
I mean, maybe they're filming something out there recently, and it just
Yeah.
got swept away by the wind.
Mhm.
I'll have to see what's filming in Atlanta right now, and then like narrow it down to what I want it to be. From.
You think they got money in
First
this?
you do that, then you search which one of those movies has money in it. And then you'll know.
Which movie
Yeah.
filming in Atlanta right now features some money? There's a
$200 bills missing from movie set.
Chad Powers season 2 is filming.
Never heard of that.
Tulsa King. Nothing. Hey, nothing great.
Okay.
Hmm.
So,
Nothing named
well-
$200.
$200 movie is.
Well, hey, Craig, you can take those certified movie props and put them with your other certified movie prop, Bill and Ted's Save the Music or whatever the fuck that movie was
on the
called.
porch.
On the porch,
Your barrel
Put it
Your
in a
bucket.
I bought a bucket.
bucket.
full of dirty
Dude.
bags.
Hey, the
Full of
pandemic was
stuffing.
tough.
Stood.
It was a tough time during the pandemic.
How much you pay for that?
I swear to God, I have no recollection. It could
It
not
could-
have been more
It
than
It
could
could
sit on
be
our front porch.
$75. It could be $700, and I would believe you.
I mean, the screen used like wardrobe from that movie didn't sell for that much. So I don't think my bucket from hell, from death.
Like, do you think you paid like $50 for it or something?
Yeah, it was like I remember because it was on like it was on like a legitimate auction site. I remember
I remember.
I know-
Yeah.
I never bought anything from an auction site. Like there was a buyer's premium that was almost as much as the item. I was like, okay, so I'm paying double for bucket. Great.
Double for bucket. Double bucket.
I did double bucket. I didn't even mean to. But
Cool.
anyways,
All right.
hey man, there's some fun movies coming out this year. I'm worried
Mhm.
about Star Wars and whatever. We're gonna figure it out. But what the fuck is happening?
Mhm.
That should be. We should do an episode called "What the fuck is happening with Star Wars?" And
Yeah, because when
Oh.
you during this episode, actually earlier, when you brought up, you're like, "Let's talk about the Star Wars trailer first." I was like, "Wait, there was a Star Wars trailer?" I don't
Right.
even. Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I was like, "Oh yeah, it's that thing."
You forgot.
Yeah.
you forgot the thing you watched probably earlier
Dude,
today. That's how.
they're
Not
banking-
last night and earlier today. I watched it.
They're
twice.
banking on like you know when like everybody loved Baby Yoda 5 years ago, like they're
Yeah.
banking on that loved. Like the world has fallen apart since then, folks. No one
Yeah.
cares about Baby Yoda growing anymore.
It's
I
true.
hear about Bad
need-
Bunny.
They do. No, we need no Echo and the Bunnyman.
That is who your dad thought was playing the Super Bowl halftime show.
He did ask me, and I was like, no, just no. Abby, anything else for
No,
tonight's
I do
episode?
love Echo and the Bunnymen, though. It would have been cool to see them perform, but I really enjoyed watching Bad Bunny. That was incredible and emotional. So I'm grateful that we got that. Amidst kind of a big flop of a Super Bowl, I guess I'm going to comment on the fact that the game was really boring. And this, the commercials were like kind of whatever. So we got movies to look forward to. There's stuff I'm excited about, and toys and shit that I want to buy, and I'm excited to go to New York at the end of this week, and just bring some of the stuff that we've created with us, and create more stuff while we're together, and maybe get a little slice of pizza.
I would love pizza. That sounds really good.
Yeah, sounds great.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't really eaten today. I had some pumpkin seeds, which are good, by the way.
That's good. Yeah, these are good.
Those are good, but that's all. Jacob,
not
I want to grow a pumpkin.
It's not a
It's not
meal.
it's not a meal. You're supposed to take me to a nice meal, like Mendy's. You're supposed to take me to a place to get a nice meal like Mendy's. This is soup and sandwich at a coffee shop. Jacob, what else?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, I'm just like same. I'm excited to get through the week, and I like going to New York. I like going when it's cold. I always have a really good time at Toy Fair because of how chill it is, and it feels like it's a convention where there's some people we know that are going to be there. We're going to get to say hi to some, Trevor and Blake and maybe the Dans. That's what I call them.
So many Dans.
And there's like people we know that we're going to see, but it's not like, when we're doing like a big Ghostbusters thing where we're just like, there's tons of people and we're like inundated with friends and hangouts and dinners. And so like, it's always, Toy Fair is always really chill. And I like that. And I'm excited to go. I'm glad it's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
It might snow on Sunday while we're there.
Whoa. That's cool.
Wow. That actually would, okay.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Let's go to Central Park and do like a pigeon lady thing.
Yeah. Let's go back to, where did we go that one year where I was hoping it was going to be cold and it was so fucking hot. Sleepy Hollow. Remember?
Florida.
That was fun.
Sleepy Hollow.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Florida. Is that what you said? Florida?
Florida? Remember that time with the Florida?
You want everywhere to be cold.
But no,
I do, but
Horror
I
Nights this
especially
year was
like
the-
when New York's cold because it just feels right.
Horror Nights this year was the best weather we've gotten. Like it was pretty mild. So I wanted to let everybody know.
Cool.
Chris,
I wanted to
favorite
let
night
him- all right.
weather this year.
I just wanted everyone to know that in October, a couple months ago, we had nice weather once before.